Ay.
So I think this Sindaw is doing a good job.
Yeah.
They have props also.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, how are you?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Ito pang pamilya niya siguro. Ayan.
We're in live now.
All right, folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Jerome Valoria. I'm one of your two, or I should say, three co-hosts. Just looking back on those performances, it's great. We have the ability to look back at our archives and reflect on how much we enjoyed doing those dances. But I think about it sometimes. I don't know, Viv, is it too late for people to join Ginding Sindaw? Because we are in a pandemic right now, so I'm not sure.
No, it's definitely not too late. Even though we are in this pandemic, nothing's going to stop us from dancing.
You know what? You're right. So, why don't we give our folks at home a little taste of what it's like to be in Ginding Sindao?
So just a little background, Kending Sindaw exists to assert, preserve, reclaim, and recreate the traditions of dance, music, martial arts, storytelling, and the orature of the indigenous people of Mindanao, Southern Philippines.
I was muted. And we are here to share these art forms with the community to increase social consciousness of the issues affecting the folks back home in Mindanao, and also to inspire the youth to get involved in this work so that we can continue preservation of oral tradition, history, and cultural practices.
Most recently, we had an off-Broadway production at La Mama Experimental Theater Club back in March 2020, which is also, similar to what you guys just saw in the video. We also have performed with Queensboro Dance Festival, and most recently, we are doing a lot of live streaming, and we had a live stream recital.
All right, and we are hosting our dance classes every weekend, Saturdays at 12 p.m. New York time or 9 a.m. California time, and then Sundays at 6 p.m. New York time as well. So you can join us either way. The dance classes, I should say, they're free to join. No sort of like fancy membership or things like that required. You can just come on, join the family, and be part of us in a greater community in preserving the cultures of the Philippines.
Right. And you don't have to be Filipino or even know anything about the Philippines or dancing. Everyone is welcome. So definitely join us not only in the Rinayung series, but also in our dance classes or whenever you see Kending Sindaw pop up.
All right. So thank you so much, Vivian. And again, my name is Jerome. I'm one of your co-hosts. That's Vivian Chow. And then we also have Patty Kilroy, who's our third co-host of the night. She'll be moderating both our Zoom chats on the call here, as well as over on Facebook, where you'll be seeing us live stream. So those are our moderators for tonight. I'm also going to give a quick shout out to our funders, the people who have been supporting us for over 20 years. And without them, our work would not be made possible. We'll also have a land acknowledgement from two folks, one person from here in the US, as well as one person from the Philippines. We'll also have Viv go over some guidelines for those who are viewing us on Facebook, as well as those who are joining us on Zoom. And then we're going to go ahead and introduce our speaker of the night, who is Edres Tamano. After he's done with his spiel, we'll also have a Q&A portion for you folks to sort of dig into his brain a little deeper and bring out some more of the answers to your burning questions. And then we'll close out the night with some quick announcements and our salutation as well. Next slide, please. So tonight, we always want to give a quick shout out to our funders. First and foremost, the Loida Nicholas Lewis and Reginald F. Lewis Foundation. Without them, much of the things we do, they've been some of our biggest supporters. I can't even put into coherent words right now. It's been a long, I don't know how many months now of this public health crisis, but without this foundation, a lot of our work would not be possible. In addition, we also want to give a huge shout out to La Mama Experimental Theater Club. We've been resident artists there for so many years now. All thanks to Ellen Sewer, who saw the inspiration that Ginding Sindaw had, who saw our mission, and she wanted to help us promote our work to the community. We also want to give a shout out to Lotus Music and Dance. They've also been one of our long-standing supporters for the past 20 plus years here in New York City. We also want to thank New York City Council, the Howard Gilman Foundation, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, or the DCA, NYFA, or New York Foundation for the Arts, Dance NYC, and Kidney Care of the Treasure Coast. And now we'll turn it over to Vivian for this portion.
So I think we'll have 2 to 3, I believe, for the land acknowledgement. I will ask, let me see, since Unok is here and sharing her video, if I can ask her to go first. Let me replace the spotlight.
We have to do the Native American first.
Oh, Teresa, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let me
Sego.
Seko.
spotlight you. There we go. All right, Teresa, you're spotlighted. Thank you again for joining us and helping us with the land acknowledgement.
You're welcome. It's good to be here with all of you. I love what you're doing, sharing your culture with everyone and sharing good, positive thoughts and wellness to everyone. I'd like to share a song for the Mother Earth. She goes through a lot, but she still keeps trying to provide for us. So I'd like to sing a song, and I'd like everyone, what I'm singing in the song, in the language, which is Ganyak Keha, the Mohawk language, asking everyone to listen really closely to her heartbeat, because she has a heartbeat just like us, and we need to take good care of her. Okay. You can't stop. Keke isa hunja hawi awi ne howe satunde kane dea kawe yakwa sewada sadat dea kawe yakwa gaina wiya hiya yahai yawa yawa kowa
Now we go,
yo
Una.
Ana.
All right, thank you so much.
We have a different.
Yes, very beautiful. Let's see. Okay. Continue. Unok, are you is your camera okay? I'm not sure if you're frozen. I think she might have exited out. Potri, is it
Oh,
okay?
she's not there?
Yeah, I think she might have lost connection because she was frozen for a little bit. Is it okay to go to RJ for line acknowledgement next?
Is RJ there? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I'm here.
Hi.
Okay.
The spotlight is
Assalamualaikum.
the spotlight is on you, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah, do the rangan.
Okay. Dengan oras saya na ika ano tulaki para matabang Togan saya nasiban Togan kaigirasi saya mabimapundede Nakakalitan yang pengering oras saya nung umaapala Anong tinutuking din Sindaw Nalinan dalinan da ora asera Noonan da umapangano
Shukran.
Salamat.
Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you. Oh, and I think Unok is coming back in 1 second here. Hi, Unok, are you able to hear us and start your video and mic?
Hello po, sorry nawawala ang signal ko.
Oh, there we go. Let me add the spotlight to you. Okay. I believe it's spotlighted on you now. Unok? I think she might have frozen again.
Yan.
Oh, she's
Okay. You can start now, Unok.
Oh, I think her internet is too unstable. She left again.
Okay, so we can go back to Unok later. So you have 2 land acknowledgement tonight. It is where we are based right now, which is in the Turtle Island, called USA, particularly New York. And you have the Hinandashoni, and it's more known as Mohawk. So we had the teacher of Mohawk language, Teresa Fairfax, and we also have the land acknowledgement of Pantawa Marig and Pantaw sa Marig. and correct me, Kaka Edres, if I say that correctly. And that was RJ Jalaluddin, who is a tradition
Hello.
bearer. And now we have Unok, Leonora de Rampaten Grande, a daughter of my eldest brother, Ampao.
Grande from Unayan.
Hello.
You can start now, Unok.
Grande.
Yeah, can you start already our... It's okay without video.
Yeah, if you can just talk,
You
it's
can.
okay. We can still hear you. Oh, she left again.
Okay, so we will go back to Onok as soon as she comes back, because the lecture of Kaka Idres Tamano is actually also related to all these Maranao chants.
Yes, of course. We are one people.
Poetry, would you? Okay, it's okay. All right. So we'll go back to Unok when she has more maybe stable internet connection. Before we do get on with the rest of the night, I did want to go over some guidelines with everyone who is joining us via Zoom or viewing us from Facebook. So to lead into that, this is being live streamed on Sindaw's Facebook page. So if you're not comfortable sharing your video or speaking during the event, feel free to stop your video and also just chat us in case there's like questions or comments that you want any of the moderators to speak on your behalf. And also, just as a disclaimer, some of the topics that we might speak about tonight or any of the Rinayung events, it might, come across as negative, or it might bring up negative emotions, depending on who you are and such. But that is not Sindaw's intentions to do so. We're trying to create a safer space for everyone, but we do realize that it might not ultimately be the safest space for everyone. So if anything comes across that you are not comfortable with during our event, feel free to reach out any of the moderators so that we can know, so that we are improving in the future. I do see Unok back in right now. So before we do start with the speaker, let me just go back to her. Okay. Hi, Unok.
Hello.
Hi, awesome. We're able to hear you now. The spotlight is on you to help us with the land acknowledgement.
Hello. Okay
Yes.
na, Vivian?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, good evening. Magandang umaga po dito sa Pilipinas. I am Leonora Dirampaton Grande, the daughter of the brother of Babu Potri Rangkamanis, from Borokut, Maging Lanao del Sur, and right now I am here in MSU Marawi City. I am a former member of Sining Pananadon in Mindanao State University. And today I would like to share to you sa inyo ang one of my darangan bayok sa kapagapir. Since nandyan po si Sir Edres, magandang umaga po sa inyo, to all the viewers here. Okay, I'd like to share my kambayok sa apir, I mean. Ini apir ka ikulatak sekasa mandirong magsa. Diwang matampar sa kawanan pagilay. Kaapir ka ubang apiriso na marandong. ngiyang ka bedeng keku besa ingaran ta susenang detak korang ka Iyana pangoran dekapir sadikaung kade wayang ka ayap pipikiran ka nasa masa iman tu na pagila kapir ka dia ko pema Randung sana merandungi yang kabedeng keko wabesa ingaran tas senang nadetak kurang ka nian na panguran dekapir kasakeni ke Dewayana petending ko bayana na ipegedep sarana. And later on, I would like to share the pananaroon. If Kuya Jay's here, we would like to share the kandaw nga for pananaroon. Mampotre.
Yes,
You
yes,
can,
yes, 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 yes.
you can share it now. Please a little bit. Because that will be lectured by
Okay. Is Jay's here?
Yes.
Yes,
Dito na
I'm
si
listening to you.
Okay.
Sa amo maniman, tunas sa napakarano na di pa kandega o binani ka sa sabalagos sugado nga saripag. Nasa labos so binani nga kay ginasomyan, ginadi mapandi di matagag kamaragam pelubaan.
Right, that's
Na naubos
pronunciation.
kau na natiyan na punarapis niya na palaw buklod mo. Aw, katiyan na di pampang. Kagiyari ya pampang akadali di gentaong ka. Atibang ka di sabuta. So alungan na landap na apay susinarya na ding kakasunsong milew ding karanding apalad.
Ino mga dahilan na pamulak kami saya sa kayo apat tarumaging. Di mga di man dedes so pakibunso di kami sa kayo pat tarumaging. That's the Proverbs of the Maranao and Lanao del Sur, Philippines.
Yeah. Kaka Edres is going to lecture that. Syukran, lulot, mga pagari. Okay, we'll go now to Vivian and Jerome and Patty. Take it away.
Is someone going to translate that by chance?
Kaka Edres will translate it.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much to our tradition bearers for these land acknowledgements. Once again, very beautiful, and it just brings me back to last year's production and right before the pandemic hit. I have a lot of feels, but I'll adjust them after this session tonight. So, without further ado, let me introduce you all to Edres Tamano. So Edres is a multifaceted, interdisciplinary professional whose work primarily falls in architecture and design. But also, he has extensive experience as an artist, an illustrator, calligrapher, painter, and writer. Tonight, he's going to be speaking on the connections between his art and the critical history of Mindanao. So without further ado, folks, I present to you Edres Tamano. The floor is yours.
So, all praise is due to God, Allah, the compassionate. Yeah. And greetings to everybody. At the outset, let me start with Mindanao. Mindanao was called the land of promise. Yeah. It is a land of promise because it gives a lot of promising prospects for people from everywhere. Yeah. I said everywhere because people from far away Spain and in the American continent, the USA, were attracted to my homeland, Mindanao. So Mindanao started as a place where migrants populated it. So in the migration theory, yeah, as believed by so many people, the black people from Africa, yeah, traveled to Madagascar, then to the Indian Oceans carried by the monsoon to India, yeah, then to the group of islands in the Far East, like for example in now we call Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Australia and other places. Yeah. So these are the black Africans who migrated to these places. In Mindanao, we call them Ate, yeah, in the Iranam language. Yeah. So Ate in Mindanao, Aita in part of Visayas, Ita in other parts of Visayas, and Ati in Luzon. They were the aborigines of Mindanao. Yeah. Then came the pygmies, small people. Oh yeah, also from yeah, also from Africa. Yeah, and they were also carried by the same route. Yeah, by the monsoon, and traveled as far as the Philippines to Mindanao. Yeah. So in Mindanao we called them, yeah, the Karibang. Yeah, and they lived in caves at the initial stage, and they were befriended all kinds of spiritual beings there. Yeah, that's why they were associated with the spirits. Yeah, and then they were followed by the lanky people, which probably much to the Philippine historians, Indonesian. Although Indonesia is a new concoction. Yeah, it was a name given by a lawyer in Penang. Yeah, but now we use it for the East Indies. Yeah, so these Indonesians were taller than the pygmies and the Ate, uh, and they were the pungangan sa kakwak, yeah, the crow eater. Yeah, they were hunters, yeah, and they rule over Mindanao. Yeah, and after this pungangan sa kakwak, the Malay came, and the Malay were the rulers. Yeah, they brought Hinduism and Buddhism, and they ruled over Mindanao. Yeah, until such times that these rulers were secured in Ranao, because Ranao is on a plateau. Yeah, towering some 2,000 meters above sea level. And then it is a promised land because it gives beautiful prospects to people from Luzon and the Visayas, as induced by the colonizers, the Spaniards and the Americans. In fact, the Spaniards have been trying to colonize Mindanao, but they failed until in the 1800s, in the late 1800s, they tried to capture Ranao, killing one prominent Maranao leader and hero, Amay Pakpak, but they didn't succeed. Yeah, until the Americans came and continued the colonization. So unfortunately, the colonization continued. Yeah, we don't know when the colonization ends, because now we believe that there are neo-colonizers. So the only solution to the problem created by this colonization is decolonization. So that's Mindanao. Yeah, that Mindanao actually was subjected to this inhuman colonization. Yeah, In fact, it should not be, because during the colonization days, the colonizers, like the Europeans, have agreed upon one rule. Yeah, that is, they can only colonize places with people who were devoid of civilization. So they called the Muslims in Mindanao with a name to hide their sultanate, their sovereignty, yeah, their government, and their own civilization, which during those times were superior than any other civilizations in that part of the world. You can also remember that the golden age of civilization is in Europe was seen in Muslim Spain. Yeah, during the 800, almost 800 years of Muslim rule in Al-Andalus in Spain. Now, Mindanao had been subjected to continued occupation. Yeah. So that Mindanao is no longer a place for Mindanaoan. It is a place for Visayans and Luzon, Luzonians. Yeah. You go everywhere and the language is dominantly Visayans, Ilocano, and Tagalog. Yeah. So that's Mindanao. Now, if I may move to Ranao, Ranao is a poetic version of Danao, the name of Mindanao. Mindanao was actually named, the name Mindanao is derived from the Malay word Danao, which is lake. And the mainland Mindanao is full of lakes. There are many lakes. Even in Ranao, there are many lakes there. But the biggest lake, yeah, that we have been, and is Ranao. Yeah, what's there's the internet connection is unstable. Yeah, Ranao actually is the second largest lake in the Philippines. Yeah, in the Philippine Islands, the Philippine archipelago. And it is also, according to Melvin Midnick, an American anthropologist, it is second most beautiful lake in the world, second only to a lake in Kashmir. Yeah. Now, the people of Ranao, yeah, is called Iranaun, but lately it was during after the World War II, the people were named Maranao, which is actually not present in the language of the people, this Austronesian language, which is a very advanced language. In this language, the people is actually called Iranaun. The people of Marawi are Imarawin, yeah, and the people of Manila, Imanilaan, yeah, according to this language, the Iranaun language. Now, going to the culture and arts of the Iranaun, we start with the Iranaun language. The Iranaun language is so advanced, but it was not known to so many. If you try to look it up, yeah, it is relatively unknown to many. Yeah, but it is rich in, for example, in its literary wealth. We have the Darangan as sung by one of our presenters here. We have also the Bayok, sung by Yunok Grandi here. Yeah, we have many kinds of songs. Yeah, in fact, I realized that most of these songs that we now have in this modern world have their prototype in the Iranaon people. Like, for example, we have the rap. Yeah. The rap, which was sung first by the American Negroes, yeah, when they were conversing with each other, the neighboring slaves in America, they were banned from talking to each other. So they speak in a sing-songy manner. Yeah, like for example, they wrap it up, if I may use that word. Yeah. So in Iranaon Bayok, we have a lot of rap songs. Yeah. And just as we have many different kinds of love songs. Yeah. Now, the language again is unique in the sense that it has the longest word. Yeah. Present any long word from any language, and I will give you a very long word from the Iranaon lingo. Yeah. And the Iranauns were people that can pronounce long words without any vowel. Well, because we have many words without any vowel. Like, for example, puzzle. Puzzle is to press. Yeah. And if you are pressing something for a period of 3 or 4 hours and write it on paper, it can be extended up to a kilometer. Like, for example, yeah, that's the a continuous syntax, a repeating syntax that is present only in the language. Yeah, to bite for a long time, keep on biting. We say yeah, that can extend again to a long distance, and if written, it can be written on many pages. Yeah, the language also is unique. Yeah, in the sense that it has many nuances and many categories. Like, for example, we have the Darangan. Yeah, we have the archaic, earlier than Darangan, and we have the formal language where they use eloquence in speaking during coronation and other celebrations. We have the formal language, and we have the colloquial Iranaon. And the last one, yeah, the sixth is the mixed Iranaon language with borrowings. That's why they say Maranao is a dialect of some language like Tagalog, because it has borrowed some words from Tagalog, but actually it's not borrowing. Just because it is a national language, Maranaos were keen on learning languages, so they learn the languages. Yeah, and they use it, but they are not actually borrowing. Yeah, but still there exists this kind of language. We have 6 of them. Yeah, and you don't find it in Teutonic language like English. Yeah, a barbaric language like this Gothic, and also the Latin, and yeah, you don't find the same. Yeah, we have only borrowings in Arabic. Yeah, because if you remember, we have been trained also in Islam, so the language of Islam is Arabic. Yeah. Now, credited to the language are many literary pieces. You have heard Eunuch Grandi here, Leonora Eunuch Grandi, and you have heard again the other one, Salman. Yeah, Dato Salman. And these were just some of the kind of rendition we have in Iranaon culture. Yeah, we have many more. Yeah. And then the pananaron, we have many more pananaron, or sayings, expressions, proverbs, adage. Yeah, we have the pasilatan. Yeah, we have almost something like 20 forms of sayings and expression, so which you cannot find in other languages. Now, if we come to arts, because arts is very evident, especially in Kinding Sindaw, we have the ukir, the dominant art in, among the Iranouns, which is now diminishing and disappearing. Yeah. So we have, I classify these arts into three. The first one is the ukir datu, the datu's ukir or the king's design, which are done on cornices and parts of other parts of the buildings, like walls, like girts and girders. Yeah. So this is the ukira dato, or the king's design. And then there is another ukir, the ukira bai, or the queen's design. And we can find this ukir in the designs of, like for example, if I will show it, I'm wearing now one of the ukira bai, the malong. The malong has countless designs, but maybe I can only say a few. It has limited design. We have the andon, we have the batabor, we have the mataragandang, we have many. Like for example, the pangalaman. The pangalaman has black as a dominating color. The andon has wide fields with sashes and tapes, like that. So there are so many designs on this ukir. Now the third ukir is the I said now in Spanish, I call it mestizo. Mestizo is a corruption of mestizo, meaning half bred. So we use now this mestizo ukir because it's a combination of the native ukir and borrowings from Greek, Roman, and modern designs. Yes. Now, moving to the government. In the 15th century, the Iranouns have an advanced form of government. Now everybody is clamoring for federalism. We had it in the 15th century. We have the Pata Pangampong Ranao, or the four principalities of Ranao, which is governed by sultanates. And we have the most number of sultanates. It's not a joke. We have 1,001 sultans. We have 15 royal sultanates ruling all over the Ranao region and Mindanao. We have the 28 supporting sultanates or auxiliary sultanates. We have so many number of agama sultanates. So if you count those who are vying for sultans in each category, we can count in the thousands. So the ruling sultanates now in this land may comprise something like 1,000 plus. So it is safe to say 1,001 sultanates. And this is the only place where you can find this number of rulers. It is wrong for the Americans to colonize a sovereign country or sovereign nations, and guys is in an alibi, hide it in an alibi of some name that is that suggests having no civilization, like that. Because actually we have a form of writing, the Kirim, a version of the Arabic writing. And it is now replaced by the Roman letters, Roman writing. We have all the forms of Islamic hierarchy in the Sultanate. We have the sultan, we have the imam, yeah, the head of the masjid. We have the guru, the head of the wazir or head minister of education. We have all this set of officers that is complete. Yeah, that has more function than a regular government. And this occurred, this happened in the 15th century. Yeah, before Magellan, that Portuguese explorer that came to this land by the blessings of Spain. Yeah. So before they came, we have all this advanced form of government. We have this sovereignty, yeah, that you don't find in other places in the world. Yeah. So if this can be presented now to any world body, yeah, it can, I think, act on it. Yeah, because this colonization has done, has given my hometown, Mindanao, yeah, the hardest part of our lives. So we go to practice that you don't, you seldom find in other culture. Like for example, genealogy. We call it tarsila, and tarsila is a corruption of the word silsilatun nasb, or chain of relationship. It is the Maranao or the Iranaun. It is only the Iranaun that traces, that practiced a kind of pastime that traces its roots to even up to the Prophet of Arabia, Muhammad bin Abdullah. You see, so they can trace their genealogy up to the end times. Like for example, there is we have two forms of genealogy. The fabled one, I classified it as a fabled one, and the other one is the real one, yeah, written genealogy. The fabled one is in the form of songs, epic songs, yeah, and stories. And these epic songs and stories are written in a novel form. Actually, if you examine this kind of literature, you realize that the novel came early also to the Maranaos in the 14th or 13th century. Yeah. So we have the Darangan, yeah, a part of this novel. Yeah. We have the Raja Indrapatra, the ancestor of the Maranao. Yeah. And Raja Indrapatra went to Ranao, married the princess there, the pygmy princess, yeah, and he has children. Like, for example, his son is Aya Diwatamukom Sakinialunuday. Yeah. We have the longest names. You don't find it in other culture. So the first son of Raja Indrapatra is Aya Diwatamukom Sakinialunuday. Then the second son, the son of Aya Diwatamukom Saik, is Aya Diwatamukom sa Kadiungalupa. And the son again is Aya Diwatamukom sa Kinirindinga Gabut. All those are suggesting of the place, like for example, deep down the water, on land, and on the sky. And then came Pasandalan Namurog, the ancestor of the Maranaos or the Iranaos. Yeah. Maranaos is a new word. Yeah. Did I explain Maranao? Yeah, oh, not yet. Huh? So Maranao is a new word that was launched when the Iranaos joined the national body politics of the Republic of the Philippines. Yeah. And actually, it's not appropriate as a name because it is an adjective. Maranao means to become a lake. We are not becoming a lake. Yeah. And then people realized the mistake in the grammar, so they changed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
No, continue.
Yeah. So they changed it. Yeah, I can see the views of Ranao. Yeah. So they changed it to Maranao, which means another thing also. Maranao is a verb. Anything that you add M to an era noun word becomes a verb. So Maranao is going to the lake. In as much as Maripag is going to the other side, Maladas is going downstreams, and Baling is going home. Yeah. So the real name of these people were Iranaon. Yeah, as for example, the people in Maseo is Imaseon, in Bayang Ibayangan, yeah, in Ganasi Iganasin, yeah. Now, if I go to the Kulintang Orchestra, the Iranauns have the loudest music. Yeah, as I said, they have all types of songs. Now they have all types of instruments. Yeah, so there are songs also that are accompanied by instruments, like as you hear I think that's Teresa who sang an Indian song. There's some kind of a beating. And we Iranouns use a sound from the striking of a brass instrument. Yeah. So we have the longest songs. The Darangan is sung normally in many nights. Yeah, when there are merrymaking, there are festivities, and there are coronation and other occasions in the Maranao society.
Can you tell us
So
also about your artwork, Kaka? Like what we see now in the
yes,
slides.
yes, okay. So the first that you see in the slide, we have the era noun living arts. Yeah, this surviving now. And flags. We have the sambulayang, yeah, that resembles a sail. And then we have the pamanay, those triangular flags and other kinds of flags. And we have also the padaw. Padaw is a sailboat, yeah, fixed with a sail. And the sail has many designs. We have the designs of a libot, as you see in the drawing. Now, in the padaw is an awang or canoe that has a sail. And without the sail, we call it baloto. And in front of the face in front of the canoe is called kalandapon, which is embellished with okir design. This is the genuine okir that you will see. Yeah. Then at the middle, that's my rendition of the barurao, a kind of a tree that proliferates in the region. Yeah. In fact, it is a place called barurao. Yeah. And we have more. Yeah, artworks. Here, this is Lalaw. The title is Lalaw. A girl came surreptitiously to the farm and gathered some young rice, or lalaw, to make pinipig or rice flakes. Yeah. So she is wearing the tarha and the malong. Another thing is the dragon motif. Yeah. So I made this one looking down on a reptile or reptile. Yeah. Then another one is a Maranao Datu. Yeah. Wearing the Bangkala or the Maranao attire. Yeah. And readying himself to wage a war against invaders. Yeah. Actually, they were instrumental in defending the countries from outside influences. Yeah. So Mindanao was never conquered. Here is a calligraphy of the Quranic calligraphy, which says kun fayakun. Yeah. Allah or God will just say be and it will be. It will come into form. Then next one is the Sarimanok. They were making of Sarimanok, and I made a closer rendition of the chicken. Yeah. I think this is an influence of Thailand, because in Thailand, everything that flies has this suffix nok. So now in our language, we have sarimanok, we have manok, and we have papanok. Yeah, birds and the chicken. Yeah. Then at the other one, we have this bulyok, a spiral form. Yeah, of the ukir. Yeah. So
Next.
yeah, actually, we have a lot of things to describe to you. If you can move the slides, if you have more there, then I can explain it. Are there more? Yeah.
No,
So
those
we
are
go.
all the pictures that we were given.
For now,
Okay.
Kaka, we have 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Since you have a lot of knowledge that all of us has to learn from you. So this is just the first part of your lecture, and you will continue with your other knowledge, including culinary arts of the Maranao. But at this time, we have 4 minutes left for people who needs to ask you questions. Also, yeah.
Okay. So I'm ready. Yeah. And then before that, I would like to ask for the last part. I would like to make some special mentions of very important personalities among the Maranaos, or in the life of the Maranaos, or in the life of the Iranaos. Okay, so I'm ready for the questions, if there are questions.
You
I
want
guess
know what? You want to do the special mention and then you go to the question?
Yeah, so okay, for your listening pleasure, I would like to make a special mention of a very important personalities that left indelible marks, yeah, or impressions on my people, the Iranouns, and me, of course, and my hometown, Ranao. Firstly, Dato Mamintal Tamano, yeah, once a senator of the Philippines, who happened to be my elder brother, who first showed recognition of my talent and expertise, and of course my mission, yeah, in this endeavor, yeah, the culture and arts of the Maranaos or Iranouns. And secondly, Dato Mamintal Dirampatan, yeah, well, they were namesakes. My close relative and my brother's namesake, yeah, whose musical name and byword, Mamintal, yeah, uh, is a byword in Ranao, particularly in Lamba, Bayabao, Maging, and Burukut. Yeah, the Sultanate, being the wisest, yeah, one of the wisest, I mean, and most eloquent Datu in our tribe. Yeah, the renowned. Yeah, in both English and the vernacular. Both Mamintal were descendants of Ranao patriarchs and matriarchs Dato Amalia Tupaan and Putri Kaisidan, who happened to descend from Sharif Kabungsuan. Yeah, that Arab missionaries who came. And by a stroke of fate, yeah, I was invited by Putri Rangkamanis. Yeah. I was invited by our very own Putri Rangkamanis, Kiano Nur. Yeah. Yeah. Who happened to be the daughter of my idol, Mamintal Dirampatan. Yeah. The renowned philosopher. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. Thank you very much.
Shukran Kaka. Thank you very much to all this.
So it's a stroke of fate that you are the one who invited me. And we announced where actually even we derived from the philosophies of your father. Thank you very much.
Shukran. So we will go now to the next part. Vivian, Jerome, and Patty, you can take over.
Yes. Welcome.
So we just have a few questions. I know we're running out of time almost. So if you want, you can probably just, summarize, and then we can expand later on, maybe at another time, or tell our viewers more information if they would like. But if you could touch base about when you started drawing or what your inspiration was on the drawings. And then also, you spoke a lot about the history and the roots. And we were just wondering what some of the texts or resources you read from in order to, gather all that information.
So actually, it's sad that we were given a wrong name, Maranao. So we lost our history because what happened to us, you cannot attribute it to the Maranaos because Maranaos are foreign to us. It was only given to us lately, and I realized it was given to us to relegate us to the cultural minorities. Our arts and culture are not minorities in the country. In fact, the Philippines is proud of having a genuine culture that came from the Iranian people. Yeah. For the other questions that you ask, I may discuss it on next. Yeah, because it will take a longer time.
Got it.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Shukran, Kaka. Thank you very much. I just want to make mention of Nasrin Tamano, who is viewing us from Malaysia of Singapore. Nasrin, show your face.
Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur, and then make mention of Amina Tamano. Amina, show your face. These are Amina Tamano happens to be the daughter of Senator Mamintal Tamano. And then Nesrin Tamano is the proud daughter of our guest Edres Tamano. If you can kindly show your face in the camera so we can take our souvenir picture. And Amik, are you there? Amik and Salman, thank you for joining. And Jojo and Christopher, Ali, can you kindly put yourself on the camera so we can have a photo?
Yes.
Nesreen, show yourself. And Amina. Amik and Amik, where are you? Amik. All right, let's have a photo. Jojo.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
All right, Amik is there. And Jojo.
Okay. All right. I'll just say 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. Before everyone starts departing, I do want to let everyone know that the weekend classes are still happening. And then we will also have another episode on the 27th, which will be kind of tying in Black History Month with Sindaw and Black Solidarity. So definitely tune in for that. Others links are also there as well for some of more information that Sindaw is affiliated with and also partnering with. And because we didn't get to go through the Q&A too much, if there are questions, we'll reach out to our speaker, and then we will update that in the comments or in the title later. But thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Do you have any last minute words, Potri, or by chance?
Yeah, can you kindly put us again on gallery? All right.
You can view yourself on gallery.
I'll unmute. Okay. Thank you very much. Shukran. And this is our 16th episode of our Rinayung. And did we explain about Rinayung, Jerome, earlier?
We did not get a chance to. I apologize.
Okay, explain a little bit now, Rinayung.
So Rinayung is the boat of Bantugan, which comes from the Darangan epic. It's a magical boat that, oh my gosh,
All right.
mind just blanked. This is where you come in. It transcends, it travels through time, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? It can also shapeshift as well. Oh my, wow, this is
Okay. You have
wow,
to
the vaccine
attend.
did something to me.
You have to attend the Mindanao class 101, 102, 111 with Kaka Edres then. So Rinayong is a magical boat of Bantugan from the Darangin, which is one of the longest epic in South Far East Asia. And being the Maranao people are the custodian of this oral tradition. And why Rinayong is a title of this event? Because Rinayong is a symbol of migration or diaspora. Rinayong, it's actually a short name of a longer name of that particular boat, which our guest maybe can present that later. Manirantaw Palaw. I can't remember
Rinamantaw Mapalaw. Yeah.
Again.
Yes. Rinamantaw Mapalaw.
Okay, Rinamantaw Mapalaw. That's
anyway, yeah, we will mention that in a couple of days. Yes.
Okay, for the next lesson, we're gonna have that.
Yeah.
And we will stay in gallery.
Yeah, the Darangan actually took place in a gulf. We call it Ilian Bumbaran. Bumbaran is a short for Bumbarana Alungan. Yeah.
Okay, where the sun shining. So, Kaka, that is our next lesson, okay? Our next lesson, stand by for that. We're gonna have a lot more about the Rangin and a lot more exciting, beautiful ancestral words that we need to reclaim. And meanwhile, as we ride in Rinayong boat, we will continue this journey. And we're gonna end this with our generic salutation. Thank you, everyone. Amik, Ali, Nasrin, and RJ. RJ, and Onok, and Jojo, and everyone in the audience. Thank you for joining us, and stand by for our next Rinayong program. And join us in our salutation in honor of our ancestors who created and transmitted this tradition to us with open hearts. We like to take them in mind, body, and soul. And with humility, we bow as we use it to empower us as we walk our path. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And see you next Rinayong. Stand by. We have a beautiful, knowledgeable tradition bearers with us. And
the last say, Sanggibu Salamat Arkano. 1,000 thanks to all of you.
Sanggibu salamat Kinding Sindaw.
Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye, sir.
Assalamualaikum.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
See you again.
Good
Inshallah.
morning here.
Yes, good morning to you there.
See you.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum.